Hi, I am Laura with Laura's Adventure Resources, and today I have one quick tip to help you have better photos at investiture and induction. One thing that you can do that's going to make it so much better. So in my experience, I take a lot of pictures for those two events. When I am doing an adventure event, I am, of course, up front because I'm the director, and I can't seem to get out of that. And so usually either my husband or my teenage son will have my camera, and he'll be taking all the pictures for us. But if I am not up front with my adventurers, I am back in the audience holding my camera, and I am taking a ton of pictures. I take pictures for the Pathfinder Club, and I take pictures for TLTs. I do all that kind of stuff. If I am not busy up front, I am busy with my camera. And we end up with a lot of pictures that are not very good. And I have figured out a way to solve that. It's very, very simple, and I want you to try it. So here's the thing. You need to be intentional. That's it. Know that people want to take pictures. These are photo times, right? And so we just need to be intentional. So this year, that is what I have done this past year. When I did my staff training last fall, I sat in on one of the basic training classes, even though I have those already, but I had a free session time, and I sat in it because a good friend of mine was teaching the class, and I've been like, I want to take one of her classes because she is an amazing director, an amazing area coordinator, and I've never gotten to sit in a class of hers. Her classes are really awesome. Anyway, so, and what she said was this. It's very simple. And I have my little friend here, my little adventure duck, who's going to help me with this. So when you set things up, maybe you're putting on a scarf or you're putting pins on the kids, you're handing them their awards, their certificates, whatever. What you want to do is you want to be intentional about how each of you are standing. So what we do generally when we're not thinking about it is we'll call the kids up, and maybe we'll have them stand up here at the front, and then we stand right in front of them like this, and we do all this stuff, right? Or we call them up and they're like this and we're like this. And then of course people taking pictures are seeing exactly what you are seeing right now, the backsides of people, which is something, I guess, but it's really not what we want. And I know that I don't really care to have my butt in all of your photos, right? So all you need to do is when you call them up, you just need to position your bodies differently. So now when I'm positioned like this, you can see Quacker's adorable face, and you can see what I'm doing, and you can see me, the director, doing the thing, and you can see what it is that we are doing that you wanted the picture of in the first place, right? So they can be this way, they can be this way. Either is good, but you just want to be sideways, right? That's it. That's all you got to do. The other thing, okay, I guess that's not all you have to do. That's the main thing. And especially when you're working with adventurers, like you just call them up and you kind of place them. So they come up like this, and I'm like, hey, Quackers, move to this side. Okay, there you go. Perfect. And then I talk to Quackers and I'm all like, blah, 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 blah. We're so happy you're joining us, blah, 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 whatever, right? I just kind of whisper earlier, come this way, right? And, especially in adventurers, we spend all of our time during those ceremonies, or at least in my club, just hurting, right? I mean, we try to make it look like we know what we're doing, but there's a lot of just trying to get kids where they're supposed to be. Maybe not so much in Pathfinders, but I know in adventurers, that's what I do. So that's the first thing. The other thing that you might do is talk to the other people who are going to be involved as well. So last year I had my parents come up and they put the pin on their kids. So when we inducted, I put their scarf on, and then their parent put their adventurer pin on, the little club one that's got the logo. Yeah. So they put that up. And so before we ever marched up, I told the parents, you're going to do this thing. I'm going to hand you the pin. You're going to come up with your kid. I'm going to put a scarf on them, and I'm going to hand you the pin, and then you're going to put it on it. It goes right here on their sash. You tell them all the things, and that way they're not quite so freaked out. And while you're putting it on their sash, you want to make sure that you are turned like this. And I told them how to stand up front and why I wanted them to stand that way. And of course, When an Adventurer parent hears that you are trying to set it up so that they can have a really cool photo of their kid later, they're usually really cooperative because they want that photo too. So again, with staff, if I'm going to have staff up, I'm going to tell them the same thing. And this year I might talk to some Pathfinder directors as well. Maybe a couple like, hey, I'm going to be taking pictures. Do this thing. Because yeah, I do have a lot of pictures of the backs of people. And you know, it's not that great. So one thing, just be intentional about where you stand, where your kids stand, and you're going to have just amazing pictures, and it's going to be awesome. And I hope that as you are starting your new adventure year, that everything is going great. Your club is full of kids and volunteers, and I can't wait to hear how things are going in your club. See you later. Bye.